Yo, Chakor, you gonna love me, you know? Yo, Chakor, you gonna love me. Love me and my music. What up? You don't know, fully deck out today. Learn to trade. Fully deck out. Yeah. Learn to trade. Yeah. Well, go on, peeps. What up? What up? What up? What up? Oh, my camera looks so blurry. Hold on. I'm take hold on. Yeah. Oh, go on, peeps. Yo. What the man them stay? Everybody stay. Everybody cool? Shakur, you gonna love me. Shakur, you gonna love me. Leave me alone, please, and thanks. Leave my music. My music turn up. Yeah. It's another amazing day, guys. Finally got my funding pips account funded. Still waiting on the verification. Let me see if the email reached it. Aha! Yo! Aha! 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 Guess what, guys? I'm officially funded. I'm officially funded with funding pips. Now we just need to see if I get a payout or make some profits. Officially funded with funding pips, guys. Yeah, guys, it's a good look. It's a good look. Shakur, you pass phase one it or it stay? Yo, you see, said the GJ trade end up a go up like how many tell us say that go up though. Tell us the GJ trade that will go up, you know. Tell us say it was gonna go and buy. And if you were paying attention, you'd have caught the buy. You'd have caught the buy in the buy. I told you it's gonna go up, son. Once I saw this right here, and then I think yesterday when we were looking at it, it was right here. This would have been the retest, bro. This would have been the retest. This would have been the retest right here. So price would have broken structure right here. So this would have been the retest. So you'd have been able to catch buys from right here. And it's going for this high. So in my estimation, guys, GJ is heading towards this high. GJ is heading towards that high. Where we could only get entries for this trade. Order block right here. So the breaker structure there. Got a breaker structure here. Breaker structure here. I still believe that price might come back down here. So price might come back down here. So this would probably be an entry right here. This would probably be an entry. Stop loss below right here. So target a 1, 2, 3. This would be a nice move. Would have been a nice move. Let me say look on the 5 minutes. Yeah, that would be the 50-minute entry would have been the entry. Fair value gap right here. Liquidity level right here. Price bust through liquidity and then push up. Another opportunity exists though, because this is a break right here. I don't like how this looks. I wouldn't try and enter that. I don't want price kind of formulate a little bit more. Let's see how the daily candle look. Daily candle look very aggressive to the upside. Yeah, based on how the daily candle is very aggressive to the upside, I don't really expect it to pull back too deep. But I'm expecting that price eventually will at least break that level. So if during the course of the day you do get a pullback, guys, that's the level that we're looking at for the pullback. Of a breaker structure right here. Let's do the 1 hour. Or the 1 hour look. Well, I don't know. I think the move on GG has already played out, to be honest. I'm not seeing any clear indication as to where price could possibly pull back to. Let's look at the 30-minute. Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing is this breaker structure right here, but then I don't like the fact that we have this huge candle. I mean, it could work. It could work. Stop loss below there. Take profit up here. It can work. It can work, guys. There's a possibility that it can work. Let's look at the. So we'll have the fair value gap right here. Our point of interest right here. Price is very strong to the upside. So if it does pull back, or we have the liquidity here right here. So if it does pull back, we might be able to catch something. The only thing I'm concerned about is this wick. I'm concerned about this wick. So this is like an A setup. It's not an A plus. So if you're going to take it based on your own risk. Take it based off your own risk. Do we look at probably, I don't know, 50% of the fair value gap? Is price going to come down that much? Let's look at the 4 hour and see what the 4 hour look like. This 4 hour have like 2 hours left. I really don't see this 4 hour pulling back. So it'd be more likely the next 4 hour candle that gives us the trade. And if the next 4 hour candle comes back, I don't see it going further than here. So I would say this is the point where is the best area to probably get a trade. A 1, 2, 3. So this will be the setup I'm thinking, guys. So for this one, it's a risky trade. It's not really a risky trade. It's just not a perfect trade, but I think we can possibly take this. I think we can probably take this. So let's say entry. So we're going to put a buy order here. So if price comes down here, it tags us in the trade. So I'm going to put a buy order here. So buy order at 192.417. Stop loss 191.971. Take profit 193.779. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at, guys, if we're gonna take a trade. I don't think I'm gonna take it, but it looks good. That much I can tell you. It does look good. It's just not perfect. And the reason why it's not perfect for me is because there's this liquidity area right here. That price push away from. So this could be a next area where price can actually revisit. As I tell you, this is that area where price can revisit it. So I don't know, probably. And all right, so here's the thing: price can revisit this area, and the best setup would be to take the trade from here. This would be the ideal setup, guys. But based on how the daily candle look, I am not so sure that this daily candle is going to come all the way back down here. Right? I'm not so sure. Based on the power of the daily candle, I'm not so sure. So here's what. Let us not do a pending order right here. Let's just set an alert for right here. Let's see how price reacts to right here. So we'll set an alert for right there. But ideally, this would be the actual entry that we'd want. Because I'd want to see price come down and grab this liquidity right here, tap into here, and then push up. Now, the only other thing is that price already tap into our point of interest. And typically, once price tap into the point of interest, you really don't want the trade. But if price does come back to this point, guys, and retest this area, then our take profit would not be this high, but our take profit would be this high right here. If it does come back that deep. So let's set an alert for right here and see how price is reacting to this area before we take a trade. But ideally, this is the one that we really want price to tap into. This is the one down here. This is the area right here that we really want to take our trade from. All right, guys. So if you're watching this video right now, please to give you a give us a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't yet, please to subscribe. We're hunting for 100 subscribers. We're almost there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button. Please click the notification bell. So whenever I go live, you know when I'm live, so you can join the live. And please to give the video a thumbs up. All right, really appreciate it. So GJ pulling back. All right, so the two areas that we looking for the pullback. Looking for the pullback here to push up. We're looking for the pullback here to push up. All right, so that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the fact that price is so strong, bullish. We're not so sure it's going to come back, but then probably price can do something like this, come back and retest this area that it was broken out of, which will tap us into this order block right here and actually push us in. So maybe that is the play. I think that is the best play, to be honest. So here's what. I'm not going to force it. Let us not pay attention to this area at all. All right, let us not pay attention. Let's pay attention to this area. As I said, let's set an alert for this area, but I'm expecting price to probably come further down before pushing up. And it might not happen today, it might happen tomorrow, based on how the time is going. But let's see how price gets to when it gets to this area of interest right here. But for now, guys, the move on GJ has already played out. So we're looking for our next setup on GJ. Currently, it's not the best setup, but we see an opportunity, but we have to wait and see what's going on. All right. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Shakur says one more trade away. That is it, bro. That is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. How do you identify liquidity levels? All right. Big up yourself, Ahmoud. Big up yourself. Respect for coming through. Appreciate the question. So when it comes on to liquidity, all right, a couple of things that you need to look out for. You need to look out for multiple wick rejections. So like here, you have multiple wick rejections, right? Down here, price came and tap here and then push up. What this means is that there are buyers sitting down right here. But then below this, you have an area where price actually pushed up from. So below this area, right here, a lot of buying pressure push price up to here. Price did pull back and is maintaining this area. Now what this means is that the market left something that we call a fair value gap. This area right here is a fair value gap. So because the fair value gap is right there, this means that this is an imbalance. A fair value gap is really an imbalance. The price moved so heavy to the upside that it left an imbalance where there was no candle wicks in this area. There's no candles in this particular area right here. So what happened is, because there's an imbalance, price has to always balance out. So we're expecting that price is more likely coming to actually balance back out and tap into this fair value gap. So below this fair value gap though is a bunch of orders. So these wicks show us that there are orders in the market, all of these wicks. So people would have entered for a buy right here or a sell right here. So there are a lot of orders right here. So what the market does is the market sends all of these orders right here. And then what it's going to do now is going to push down and take out all of these orders so you can get more momentum to actually push back up. So that's the best way how I know to explain liquidity or identify liquidity. Once you see a strong push to the upside or the downside, and you see price create a fair value gap, and then there is multiple orders that did not tap into the fair value gap, then you know that price more likely going to come, tap into the fair value gap, and then continue its push up or down, depending on what you're looking at, right? You also want to look at the fact that there are a lot of orders up here. So price made this high, it pushed down, it come again, it made another high, and now it's pushing down. Up here, right at this point, you have a lot of sellers in the market pushing price down. Right? So because there are a lot of sellers in the market pushing price down, a lot of orders are right here. So the market wants to take out these orders so that they can get a discounted price to actually push price down if they're going to push price down, or they're going to take out these orders, right? Then retest the orders, look for more orders to take out, and then push the market up. So that is what we look for when it comes on to liquidity. I'll probably think about a better way to explain it, but to identify liquidity, just look for areas where price have multiple wicks, multiple orders. These areas, multiple wicks, just look for those wicks. Typically, when you see those wicks, price is either going to grab liquidity to the upside, or it's going to grab liquidity to the downside before making a move. So liquidity areas are the areas where there are pending orders that need to be filled, and price is like a magnet to those orders. So if you look at this right here, here's an example. Right here, so you have a bunch of wicks down here, but you have a point right here where price more than likely need to tap into. So all of these wicks right here are persons buying and selling, right? So persons are buying and selling. All of these wicks that you're seeing are persons are buying and selling. So what the market wants to do, the market needs to get a discount. So what it's going to do is going to take out all of these orders, get a discount, and then push up to take out these orders up here that have multiple wicks as well. So there's liquidity up here as well. So it's going to come down, take out all of these traders that are right here, all of these orders that are right here, tap into the area where it really wants to move from, and then push up. So you see that happen. Shoot. I don't know to this thing sometimes. So boom. You see that? The price took out these orders, tap into this area, which is this order block. Tap into the order block, and it took out all of these areas right here, which is our liquidity area. So identifying a liquidity area, you want to look for the area below that price wants to tap into to take out liquidity. Because if you were in this trade, say for instance, you enter the trade right here, you more likely going to put a stop loss below the wick. But then there's an area right here where the market left a fair value gap. This is the fair value gap right here. And price needs to tap back into that fair value gap to balance out things. And then price also left an order block to balance out things. So price needs to come down here, grab this order block, and then push up. But a lot of traders have them stop loss below this area. So there's a lot of liquidity resting right here. And then look what happened. Boom. Take out the liquidity, and then price start to push up. Same thing happened right here. Multiple orders right here. What price do? Take out liquidity. So all these orders get taken out. and then it push up. I hope you understand. Ahmad, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Let me know if you're clear. No problem, man. No problem. So just look for those areas where there are a lot of candle wicks and look for a fair value gap or a order block below it. And that is how you identify liquidity, because enough people will be entering on the break. So enough people will be entering on the break. Enough people will have them order right here, them stop loss below here. Right? So the market just comes down, stops them out, grab all the liquidity that is down there, and then push up. So you want to trade smart money. You don't want to really trade retail. Right? So that's GJ. Let's look at GU. Wow, GU still, I mapped out this trade, but GU still hasn't tapped into here. I'm not so sure this trade is going to play out, but let's see. Let's clear the charts. Let's look at the 1 week. On the weekly time frame, we see that there's this high that price is failing to break above. Are we going to have price breaking above with this candle, or is this candle going to flip and drive with 1 day to go? I'm not so sure this candle going to flip and drive with 1 day to go. So I'm expecting that price might continue to go up, but let's look at the daily. All right, so the daily has been ranging for the past several days. So you have the low right here, and you have the high right here. So prices has been pretty much ranging for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Call it 15 days. Price has been ranging between these 2 points, right? So really and truly, we shouldn't be looking for trades on GU until there's a breakout to the downside for price to go up or price to retest and go down. There's no real opportunities right now because GU seems to be just ranging. So for real trades, it's best to wait for price to break out to the downside or break up to the upside. But if you want a scalp, let's look at if there are any opportunities for scalping. There's no real opportunities for even scalping because, as you can see, guys, this is just, so this is tough. It's tough to trade GU right now. It's tough to trade GU right now, guys. I would say the best thing to do is to wait until it breaks out of this consolidation. The best thing to do is to wait until it breaks out of a consolidation. Yeah. See if I can, I'm trying to see if I can find nothing for my scalpers. Trying to see if I can find nothing for my scalpers. No. No, guys, I'm not seeing anything. Unless this is the move. This is probably the move that would have played out. So you had a breakup structure right here. this would have been a breaker structure. And then this would have been your point of interest. Then this would have been a fair value gap. The liquidity would have been up here. And then you'd have waited for price to actually tap back into this area, stop loss below there, and you target the low or you target the high right here. So in this case, the move has already played out. In this particular case, the move would have already played out. Let's look if we can refine it on the 15-minute. Yeah, guys, this move would have already played out. As a matter of fact, this would have been it. Stop loss above right here. Entry would have been there. So this move would have already played out. This played out at, what's this? What time now? Wow, this played out at 8 o'clock. 8:15, 8:30 thereabout. This played out. And then you could have gotten another entry at 10 o'clock. Was it 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock? So we missed this one. This one is a miss. This one could have been a good opportunity, guys, but we missed it. As a matter of fact, I think I did map out this yesterday on the live. I think I did map out this yesterday on the live. The VIP, with the VIP members, I think I did map this out. But my expectation was to have sales. But this was a scalp move. This was definitely a scalp move. But this is how we could have gotten in this trade, guys. So you have price come to your point of interest. There's a fair value gap here, and there's also an area for liquidity right here. This would have been an A+ setup. If I was paying attention to the markets, I probably would have taken this trade. So this is what an A+ setup looks like. This is the perfect A+ setup actually. Price pushed away, left some liquidity. Price came back, bounced off of the liquidity, tap into the fair value gap, and then came to our point of interest and then starting to push down. Right now, you'd have been up 1 to 3.79 if you're in this trade. And then you'd be able to go for 1 to 8 if it actually plays out. So at this point, would I move our stop loss below here to secure some profits, or secure the 1 to 3, where the 1 to 3 is. Yeah, stop loss will be right here to secure the 1 to 3. And then we'll see how far price actually goes. And it will move along the way, because price can also reject off of right here as well, which it is doing right now. So if you're already in this trade, once you see price break below here and close, more likely you're good to go until it taps down here. So if you're already in the trade, don't worry, you don't have to close out yet. In the next 4 minutes, we'd love to see price actually break through here. But in terms of catching a trade on GU, I think that trade, guys, has already played out. So we can forget about GU right now. I've been fooling around BTC. Oh shit. Is BTC at a new all-time? Oh, right. I was expecting the buys on BTC, but as I said before, I wasn't paying attention to the market, so I was expecting price to come up here, at least. So now we're closing above here. There's a great chance that price BTC guys might be going to all-time highs. So everybody who bought while it was down here, you're about to make a lot of money, because this dip happened earlier in the month. So if you bought Bitcoin when it was here, you're about to make a lot of money, because Bitcoin is about to go all-time highs. Bitcoin is about to go all-time highs, guys. Sometime probably this month or next month, Bitcoin is going to hit all-time highs. For me, I'd want to see price come back down here. If price can come back down here, we can take a trade off of it. Nice setup. But this is the daily though. What are the odds that price is actually going to come back all the way down here on Bitcoin? Especially that it's breaking new highs, because now this is now a breaker structure right here. All right, I have a breaker structure right there, and it's going up there. So if it comes in this zone, there's a great chance it's going to continue and tap up here, which is the high, before it does anything else. So it might not come all the way down here, but we can look on the lower time frame to see what opportunities exist for us to drive it up to here. But that's not today though. I don't see that happening today. Don't see that happening today, guys. All right, gold. Let's look at gold now. Let's see if there are any opportunities on gold. I had this point of interest on gold right here. Price did tap into it, it seems, and pushed up. So I had this point of interest from yesterday. Price tap into it and push up. Would I have gotten this trade? Don't think so. At the daily candle. Push up. I'm going to change my bias on this. That's based on how the daily candle looks. Let's look at the weekly candle real quick. Well, then again, it might still push up based on the weekly candle and the monthly candle. So maybe this is a retest for price to actually push up on the next candle up to here. So price might be doing something like this. Push up and then push up to here, and then pull back and then push up again. So this might be a retest happening of this zone right here. So if price maintains along here, then we could look at an opportunity to buy from, where would the opportunity to buy from be? So this is a point where price could come back to. So price can reject from where it is at right now. That's a point, which it did. So could it be that price after they're going to flip back again? It looks that way to me. Is there a possibility to get a trade, guys? Is there a possibility to get a trade? Is price going to come down? So the 5-minute look. I don't like how the 5-minute look. What are you going to do, Go? What do you want to do? Are you going to, is this candle going to flip? Is this 4-hour candle going to flip back? Or is it going to push down? What do you want to do, Go? Tell me what you want to do. All is kind of tricky right now. Probably it's going to flip back up. Probably. Or tomorrow might be the move. Tomorrow might be the move. Interesting, guys. Interesting stuff. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Price. Break structure here. A breaker structure here. This was the last breaker structure to the downside. Price break structure. Is it coming back down here to retest the push up, or is it just gonna continue to push down? Or is there another area where price could react to? Let's look over here to see if there's any order blocks sitting over here. So price was right here. It broke structure. Don't see any entry opportunities right there either. Yeah, go looking a little bit tough. I'm not seeing as I know that price wants to possibly go up, but I'm not seeing an entry confirmation, guys. So here's what we're gonna have to do. We have to wait. We're gonna have to wait until we see something else presents itself. So this is the high, and this is the low. So we'll probably have to just wait. Probably have to just wait until price break one of these. So if price breaks the low, you wait for price to come back and tap into something for push down. If it breaks the high, wait for it to come back, tap into something and push up. But right now, I'm not seeing any nice entry opportunities. Oh wait, there's one on the 5-minute right here. Yeah, this one is not a bad. This 5-minute entry is not bad. This is not bad. So this is a 5-minute entry right here. So this would be our point of interest. And also this is a liquidity area right here. So what do you guys think? You think it's worth a try? Is it worth a try? For gold though, I would say gold typically reacts after fair value gap. So this would be the trade for the 5-minute. So we need price to come down here, tap into this, and then push up. All right, guys. So unless this was the move, because this could have been the move as well. But is it using this area right here as an inducement to draw people in? All right, I would say this would be the best bet for me. I don't want the price tap into here. So I would say this would be the area that we'd want to enter from. OGG are going, by the way. GU close below this area. So we want to see a proper close. So we need to see this next candle actually close below the area as well. If we see the candle start coming back into this area, then you might have to think about closing the trade. GJ is still not hitting anywhere in terms of our point of interest. And for gold, I'm expecting that price might be coming back down here to tag us in the trade to push up. This is not an A plus setup. This is more like a B plus setup. It's a B plus setup. And the reason why I say it's a B plus setup is because a daily candle, right, is red. So to be thinking of buying when the daily candle is ready is kind of whack. But this candle can also flip. And when we look on the weekly candle, you can see the weekly candle is already bullish. And I don't think in one day this weekly candle is going to come and flip and then drive and turn red. So I'm thinking that there's a greater chance of this red candle flipping to a green candle than the weekly green candle flipping to a red candle. So could it be that price is going to tag us back up in here and then push out? That's a possibility. So let's see. Let's see. Price grab liquidity now. And price is heading to the order block. Has it tapped you in the trade, guys? I'm not taking this trade, by the way. So price is now in our order block. So guys, you'd have been tagged in this trade if you took this entry. Let's see what happens. So we are in this trade. Is anybody taking this trade? Anybody in this trade? Are y'all waiting? Are y'all in this trade or are you waiting, guys? What is so quiet? All right, so while that is going on, all right, so the 50-minute open up without a top wick, without a bottom wick, which is a concern for me. Well, there's a bottom, it's a very small bottom wick, but let's see. Let's look at what GA is doing. What's GA doing? Okay, so GA looks like it came back here. All right, so for us to enter GA, right, guys? Or breaker structure here. But the breaker structure won't be enough. We need to see a change of character. So this is the low. This is the breaker structure, internal breaker structure. So what we need to see, guys, is we need to see price break this low, then come back inside here, retest, and then push down. All right. That's what we want to see on GA. So we need to see price come down here, turn this low into a change of character, and then push back inside here to continue its move down to this low right here. So nothing on GA yet. No entries on GA yet. We have to be a little bit more patient for GA. UJ. Let's clear this. Sorry. On UJ, at the daily is very strong, bullish. Look like it might break the high right here. Oh, let's just check up on gold, see what gold is doing. Yeah, gold not doing so well. Gold not doing so well. So UJ on the daily, price is pushing up, right? But we have to recognize that we're still in an overall downtrend on UJ. So price bounced off of this level right here. And when it bounced off, it created this change of character right here. Or I would say that's an internal breaker structure. The change of character would come up here. Once it breaks here, then that will be the change of character. This is just a breaker structure. It's an internal breaker structure. And then this would be another internal breaker structure. Right? This would be the last breaker structure to the downside. Then price came up, break structure here, came back, and then break structure there. Let's look at the 4 hour. So price break structure, change of character right here. then it push up. 1 second, guys. Ah, boy. All right, guys, let's look. So I said GBP JPY gone up. Okay. Oh no, man, you're not gone yet, man. You're not gone. It's still possible. It's still possible for a comeback. It's still possible for a comeback. So no, this is possibly going to be the place where it come back to, based on how aggressive it moving to the upside. So we'll have to wait for it to come back down here. If it don't come back down here, we're not trading. I'll have to get a pullback. So we're still waiting on the pullback. Okay, UJ pushing up as well. Most recent breaker structure is right here. Not sure there are any opportunities on UJ. Let's see on the 5-minute time frame to see if there's any scalp opportunities. I'm not loving this either. I'm not loving the 5-minute either. The most I would say is probably right here is the area I'd want to see price come back to, or UJ, for me to take a trade. A breaker structure here, a breaker structure here. The best place for me that I don't want to take a trade on UJ is somewhere down here. So if it doesn't come back there, guys, I'm not taking this trade. Wow, GU is playing out very nicely. If you would have taken GU trade, you would have actually been up 1 to 5. And we're going for 1 to 9, 1 to 8, 1 to 9. So GU is playing out nicely. If you haven't entered this trade from all the way up here, guys, please do not try to enter now. It makes no sense. Leave the trade alone. All right. It taps into here. I would implore you to either close full or take off 80 to 90% of your trade right here. GJ is still pushing up, might come back down. Gold, I mean, Bitcoin is pushing down, but we're not looking at that yet. Gold would have stopped us out. So would have been out on gold. Didn't take that trade. I never loved it. So now what we're looking at gold is we're looking at the fact that price broke this area right here and is pushing down, but that still don't mean that we're on a downtrend. We just have to be looking at the areas where price can reject from and continues push up, because guess what? On the larger time frame, the 4-hour time frame, price did break structure right here. So there's a break of structure right here. So now we have to now look, okay, and there's an internal breaker structure right here. And there's also an internal breaker structure right here. So I believe that possibly price is coming to this fair value gap right here. So maybe that is where price is headed to before it reverse. So let's see how price reacts to this area. Let's put our alert right there. Let's see how price tap into this. So more than likely, guys, it might be a tomorrow trade for gold. So you might not be able to get gold today. Patricia says she's in GU. You're in GU sales, Patricia. That's awesome, man. Where did you enter it from? Where was the entry, Patricia? GU would have been a beautiful trade. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade on GU. Beautiful trade on GU. Beauty. $1.3306. 1.3306. $1.3306. But way down as well. What was the opportunity for that trade that was there? I guess you probably waited for price to break here. So I assume you waited for price to break here, and then it took the entry onto I guess it took the entry on the break right here. I'm assuming they take the entry on the break. That's a very risky trade, Patricia. Entry on the break, stop loss right there. It's a very risky trade. I guess that's what you did, because the move would have already gone. Wait to the trade right here, 1.3306, you say. Yeah. The good thing, Patricia, is that price created structure right here. So if I were you, I would put my stop loss to break even, just to ensure that I don't get stopped out. But you should be good to go. You should be good to go, actually. You should be good to go. So don't worry. But I would put my stop loss at break even so that you don't lose any money. Or you can close full if you want. Right? Or you can just wait and see how price reacts if price breaks this area. So if this particular candle continues to push down and break this area, then you can continue to push down. If not, and it starts to break back up to here, then you're going to have a problem. But as long as, there you go, you're good to go. You're good to go, Pat. Congratulations, you're good to go. Not the best entry, not the most ideal entry at all, but entry is an entry. Trade what you see, mama. Always trade what you see, guys. So I can come here and, I can give you my ideas. I can show you how I trade, but at the end of the day, you are the one responsible for pressing that button. I can't press the button for you. All right? So you are responsible for your own trades. But it's still a good trade. It's just not how I trade, but it's still a good trade because you wait for price to break, you got it on the retest, and that is as it coming down, you took the entry off the retest for price to continue to push down. So yeah, it's a good trade. A good trade. You want to be very mindful though as it approaches 1.32. What is 1.32632? You want to be very, very, very careful as it closes there, because it already should have had a 1 to 3.3. If it taps that, it have had 1 to 3.3. So you have to be careful as it approaches there. Zine, and then it can possibly, if it busts through right as up, pierce through right as up, then it can possibly look to hold it to continue to go down. But for your sake, I'd love for this candle to close below this black line. I don't want the candle to close back into this area that it's doing now. I don't like that. So the candle actually close back into this area, which is a slight problem, but not too much of a big deal. As I said, put a stop loss at break even, just to, ensure that you don't lose any money. Or you can put a stop loss in slide in profits, but not too deep, right? Yeah. Guys, remember to give the video a thumbs up, please, and thanks. Please to subscribe if you haven't yet. Please to share this with other people. All the different communities that you're in, trading communities, just send the link, share with people. Help me to build my community. I've just been doing this for a little bit over a month, almost at 100 subscribers. I have to start from somewhere, right? But you guys liking the video, watching the video, sharing the video, interacting, makes a huge difference. So I appreciate you guys so much for, coming on and chilling with me and, being a part of the live stream. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only Jamaican trader that is doing this. I don't know anybody else that does trading live. What's GJ doing? GJ is on the move still. What's gold doing? Gold has left the building. So you're expecting gold to actually push down and tap into here at some point. I've already tapped into NAS100 or US30. Not interested. All right, GA is giving us a pullback. Let's look back at the daily. Is GA going to continue to push up? Or is it going to push down? I think it might continue to push up. I think GA might continue to push up. But we'd want it to break. We want it to break the high or the low. All right, guys, gold is pushing. It's going to be an interesting week for gold. Where will it end up? Where will it end up, guys, this week? This week on gold. All right, GU moving nicely. Come on, GU, let's go. So Pat can get our money. You're looking good, Pat. You're looking good. You're looking good. As I said before, be mindful when you try to set low here, because price might tap right there and then reverse. And if it reverse, you might put in some drawdown before moving, or it might continue to go. So don't be too greedy. One second, guys. Mm-hmm. Nice, 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 nice. Well done. Where's the take profit pot? Where's the take profit? Congratulations, Pat. Congrats on your trade, man. Love it when people win. You're supposed to hit TP right now. Nice 1 to 3. It's a good look, mama. Big up yourself. Shout out to everybody that got this trade. Just like I mentioned, guys, it says that it's rejecting from its area right now. It tap on it and it rejecting. So I say you have to be careful with this area. There's a great chance that it might continue to come down, but when you have areas like this, price might just start to reverse first before coming down. And you don't want to be caught in that. So sometime I better just take where you get and leave the market. And just look for next opportunity again tomorrow. Don't overtrade. Don't go too far. You make a 1 to 3, guys. Take it and run with it. Take it and run with it, because guess what? At the end of the day, the market never put on the market never put on the money for you. So when you actually get it, you have to take it. You get me? When you get it, you have to take it. Imagine if you risk $100 on this trade. You risk $100 on this trade, you'd have made $300. So this $300 is yours, and you keep this $100. So now, instead of just $100, you now have $400. You now have $400. How much is 400 US? Let's do the calculation. That's 63,000 Jamaican dollars, guys. 63,000 Jamaican dollars. This $400 right here. Now you tell me now, how often do you find something where you can risk $15,000? You're risking $15,000, you know, to make $63,000. And not even a risk. You're investing. So call it like a business expense. Now a business expense of $15,000, but it's $15,000. You're going to be making $63,000 from this business expense. Why would you need to be greedy? You're making 3 times the amount that you initially risk. 3-4 times the amount. So if you get it, take it, guys. Believe me, I've seen, through my years of trading, I've seen how much times where we reach my target and price just reverse all the way back. And them thing they frig up your psychology. Price just reverse all the way back, put in a drawdown, you lose a trade, and then just shoot down back. And they start to tell yourself, say, shit, look how me did in the trade, and then because of that, now you start the bare foolishness. You start say, okay, probably price I gotta start buy. So you jump in for your buy, then you realize that the buy now gonna work, so you jump back in for the sell, and before you know it, you blow your account. You lose all your money. That's why you have a plan and you stick to your plan. You have a plan and you stick to your plan. All right, let's take a look at what the other pairs are doing. Everybody good? Anybody have any questions real quick? Yeah, none of the other pairs yet, guys. No structure, no nothing we can take advantage of yet. It's now 11:32. Anybody have any questions for me? Guys, if it's the first time you're joining, please to click the subscribe button. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Also, please to give the video a thumbs up. As the only Jamaican that does live trading on YouTube for the public to see. Your support is important to get more people onto this train, where I can help more people to trade and level up them life. Trading has changed my life. Anybody who follow me can follow me on Instagram and you'll be able to see my story. On Instagram, my page is Learn to Trade JA. I'm also on TikTok, guys. Please go over TikTok and follow me. I'd really appreciate it. Learn to Trade JA on TikTok, Learn to Trade JA on Instagram, Learn to Trade JA on YouTube. So please, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the week has ended. So please share this with somebody. If you have any groups that you're in, any trading groups, any trading people that you know, just please share the link with them. Share the wealth. You know what I mean? Share the page. Share with them. I give a lot of value. If you watch me with my Instagram page, you'll see me break down a lot of the trades that I take and so on and so forth. And a lot more value coming. But I need you guys to show me that you want it, and how you show me that you want it is by subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. That's how you show me that what I'm doing is good and that you want to continue to learn from me. You get me? Trading is something that has changed my life. It's something that I enjoy doing. I actually find a lot of fun doing it. I'm also a business owner. I'm also a businessman. But there's something about trading that keeps me motivated. The good thing is that my business is running on autopilot at the moment, so I can focus more on my trading. But life-changing stuff, and I want to be able to give other Jamaicans the opportunity to basically learn the skill to pay a bill. So you sharing, liking, commenting, being active in the chat, being active in the community is very important to help the movement going and keep the movement going, because I just know that there is so much more Jamaicans that can benefit from this. Guys, I'm talking about millions of dollars of opportunities in this thing. And I believe that if more Jamaicans take trading seriously, we can change Jamaica in terms of our GDP, because we're bringing in US dollars into the country. We're bringing in US dollars into the country so the different communities can benefit. So, when traders start to purchase real estate, them start to invest in other businesses, because we have the cash. The banks are give a fight, but the only way the banks are going to stop you a fight, guys, is if we unite. Is if we have more traders. If they see that trading is a viable option for more people, they'll be willing to actually allow you guys to open accounts and get your money through, Jamaican bank accounts and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I can lobby for it, but until I have enough people to lobby for it, I can't do much. So, I started this platform to be able to do these kind of things, to help you guys out, teach you how to trade, and then create opportunities for you to be able to, have limited issues when you're doing your cash out, you're trying to get your money and stuff like that. So we'll have to build the community, guys. So I'd really appreciate if you help me to build the community. Get as much people as possible as you know interested in trading. You know what I mean? Tell them about trading. Stop keep trading to yourself. It's no longer a secret. You know what I mean? Tell other people about it. Share the content with them. Share the opportunity with them. So we can get more people. I just don't understand how people don't want to share. You know, because it's not like, say, it's one of them business model where the person who comes on or who you share with will affect your food. Because at the end of the day, it's an individual sport. So even if you share with somebody, that person can't affect you from making money. You know what I mean? So share, guys. Share, no matter how to share. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna be doing a giveaway this week. But the giveaway I'm giving away is only for persons that follow, like, share, comment, only for persons that are interactive with my different social media platforms. I might be giving away a funded account. I think I might give away a funded account this week, or a couple of them. Might be giving away a couple funded accounts. All right. I see you, Kemarley. I see you. Kemarley say I'm active. Yeah, man, I see you, man. I see you're active, man. But stay active, you know? Look out on the Instagram and the TikTok and the YouTube channel and in the community, you know. I see you, man. I see you. Let's go and pay attention. I'm gonna drop the giveaway. Probably drop it today. So let's go and follow the Instagram and the TikTok and the, you know, pay attention. I think I'm gonna give away a couple of funded accounts in celebration of me passing my funded challenge and funding pips. I was waiting to get paid out first, because passing the challenge is one thing, but I haven't got paid out. So I don't know what the difficulty is in getting paid out. Why I have this banner still? Yeah. I don't know the difficulty of getting paid out. So I don't know. I might do funding pips. I might do a funding pips, or I might do a pro traders fund, a PTF account. Which one you guys think I should do? Think I should do funding pips or PTF? The reason why I would consider PTF is because I've gotten paid from PTF before. I used to work with PTF. I've gotten paid from PTF before. So I know that payment from PTF is definitely there. PTF pays really slow. So you have to wait a while to get payment most of the time. But I've gotten paid from them. And funding pips I've not gotten paid because I just got my funded account. So I haven't gotten paid from funding pips yet. So let me know what you guys think. Should I give away a PTF account or a funded pips account? Let me know what you think. So on gold, we see where price actually tapped into this fair value gap and rejecting. So gold not looking so bad for buys. Let's see. So what do you think, guys? I should give away a funded pips account or a pro traders fund account? Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let's look at GU. How's GU doing? GU going, guys? GU is still going. Look how it's gonna hit full TP. But it's still rejecting from off up here, so it's very tricky. If you're in this trade, I would suggest you close out. This is a 1 to 6, and if you entered where Pat did enter, you'd get a 1 to 3.29. I would suggest, guys, that way you close out this trade. That's my suggestion. If you want to hold it, you can hold it if you want, but for me, I'm out this trade. I would take a 1 to 6.62 any day. I risk $1,000 and make $6,620. I'll do that any day of the week. I don't need to get all this, a 1 to 9. I'm okay with a 1 to 6, and I'm okay with a 1 to 3. So if you're still in this trade, guys, I implore you to consider coming out of the trade. Don't get greedy. The market don't owe you none. So whatever you get from it, you take it and you look for another opportunity. There's always going to be opportunities in the market. What you don't want price to actually come back and then knock you out of the trade and then push down. That's what you don't want. You don't want to say, oh shit, it's better price drop all the way down here and you get 3,000 US dollar than you have 3,000 US dollar and price come all the way back and you end up losing 1,000 US dollar. So you tell me which one is better in the chat. Tell me which one is better. Losing 1,000 US dollar or making 3,000 US dollar. You tell me, or making 6,000 US dollar. You would rather hold the trade all the way to here in guessing and hoping that price is going to continue to push down, rather than just take your 1 to 3, which is $3,000, or your 1 to 6, which is $6,000. No, you want to be greedy. You want to see how far price can go. Take it and move on, because guess what? If you get $3,000 off of that trade, yeah, if you get $3,000 off of this trade, $3,000 you make. You risk $1,000 to get $3,000. You know what this $3,000 mean? It means that you have 3 more opportunities. You have 3 more opportunities to make another $3,000 minimum. This gives you 3 more opportunities. This 3,000 here gives you 3 more opportunities to make another $3,000 and still keep your $1,000 that you had initially. This is how you have to kind of psychologically break down things to yourself, you know. You have to do that. Like, people think that trading, right, there's this holy grail in terms of the strategy. The strategy that you use is not that important. It's important, but it's the least important thing. The most important thing is your risk to reward and preserving your capital, right? So if you risk 1,000 on a trade and make $3,000, this means you have 3 more opportunities to make another $3,000. So imagine if them 3 opportunities, you make $3,000 and 3 opportunities there. That's $9,000. So them 3 opportunities, you take it and you actually get a next 1 to 3. That's $9,000, guys. That's 1 million Jamaican dollars right there. So 1 million dollars from using the 3 opportunities that we get. And even if you win 1 out of the 3 opportunities, this would mean that you have made $4,000. Right? So now you've made $4,000. This is over 700,000 Jamaican dollars right here. This $4,000. Or you can look at it as you have 4 opportunities to make $3,000 in each trade. So imagine now you get your $4,000 and 2 out of them you actually win. So now you have $6,000. So now you have $6,000 plus an additional $2,000 that you had before, because you had lost $2,000 before. So now you have actually $8,000. This is over $1 million Jamaican dollars. You see how it works? Trading is not getting one big trade and making millions of dollars. No, trading is building up and stacking on your trades over time. The small wins actually add up. So don't make nobody show you. I mean, I do sometimes. I've won $100,000 in one trade before. Right? I've gone $20,000, $30,000 in one trade before. But that's because my capital is bigger. That's because my capital is bigger. My risk appetite is bigger. So I can make that kind of money. So when I make 20%, that's like 5% of my capital. Or when I risk 10% of my account, that's like me risking $1,000. You get me? So you guys have to understand that the most important thing is your psychology, is your risk to reward, is preserving your capital, is sticking to your plan, is sticking to your strategy, executing your strategy day in, day out, and don't be greedy. Greed is a huge problem when it comes out to trading. It is the problem that you have, and you guys are going to continue to have until you learn to fix that. Like, look at this. You make a trade, you make your money, you close your computer, you go about your business. Remember, one of the main reasons that we actually started trading is for time freedom. Not only money freedom, but time freedom. You want to be able to travel the world. You want to be able to do things that you always want to do. Imagine you make $6,000. If you're trading a 100K account, you make $6,000 for the day. In a one day, you make 6,000 US dollars, which is basically 900 to $1 million Jamaican dollars. Yo, just imagine that. You can just go about your business. Go chill. Go one hotel, go chill. You spend a week at a hotel, it still not go don't have the $6,000 so you just make. Unless you go like a super exclusive, expensive hotel. You can go a nice hotel for a week, and while you're at the hotel, you're still trading same way. You're not tied down to no one space, you're not tied down to no office, you're not tied down to no job. Just because you make your money, you take your money, and you move on to the next day. Instead of sitting down there, hoping and praying and wishing that price will continue to move so you can get more. The time where I take, I try to get our next 2% or our next 1%. You could just close out the trade, bank your money, and get 3% on next day. So you hold on for 1% more. Hold on for dear life for 1% more when you can just take your money and have enough cushion for go on next day for get 3, 4, 5% more. At this point, the trade already kind of play out. Not saying that the trade can't continue to drop, but the trade kind of play out. It no stop. We expected that price is gonna itch at this area. So why continue to hold? Why not just take what you get and then look for the next opportunity? So these are the things, guys, that make you unprofitable. These are the things that make you not make money in trading, because you're greedy, because you want to get everything one time. That is why you're not profitable. That is why you're not passing your funded challenge. You want to try pass a funded challenge in a one trade. Take your time and collect your wins. Collect your wins. You only need 40 to 50 wins. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Because y'all think I'm playing, man. Y'all think I'm playing, right? All right, so this is my funded challenge, right? So this is the first challenge that I did. I took 6 trades for this challenge. 6 trades, right? And this was 100%. So I took 6 trades and all 6 of my trades won. And that's how I was able to pass the first challenge. So the first challenge was a breeze. See? The second challenge, guys, I took 53 trades. 53 trades, right? And that's because I was testing out a new trading strategy. So I took 53 trades. Look over here, so where you say win percentage, win ratio. What do you guys see as a win ratio? So I was still able to pass my funded challenge with a 49% win rate. My average loss is $96. My average win is $192. And I was still able to pass, see it up here, so the green, pass, 2 of them pass. At 49%, I was still able to pass my funded challenge. But y'all out there want to have 90% and 80% and 100% win rate. Y'all want to get the funded challenge off of one trade. You get 2 or 3 losses, you start go up, you start over trade, you start over leverage, you start dash away your account because you lose 2 or 3 trades. Not understanding that it's over the period, like it's over time, it's a long haul, guys. Stop trying to pass the trades in one go. So when the market give you your 1 to 3, you take your 1 to 3 and you go about your business. You move on to the next day. You take the next opportunity. You risk the same amount. You take the same profit that price presents to you. You do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You execute the same way over again. You're not going to win all of them. As a matter of fact, you might lose majority of them. But the fact that you're sticking to your plan and you're doing it over and over and over again, guys, you're going to make more money than you ever dreamed of. I promise you this. I promise you, you will make more money than you ever dreamed of. But you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. Stop over trading. You trade, you lose, you trade, you lose. 2 losses maximum. You come out for the charts. Go do some yoga, go into the gym, go work out. Don't take a stress out on the chart. Take a stress out in the gym. Or walk. Take a stress out on a walk. Or play a game. Take a stress out on a game. Take a stress out to have sex. Take a stress out on your woman or your man. But don't take a stress out on the charts because it's going to ruin you, bro. Find something else to take a stress out on. Not the charts. And when you don't take a stress out on that, then you come back to the charts with a calm, cool, and collected mind, and you execute the same way you've been executing. You don't change nothing. That is how you become profitable. Guys, that is the secret. That is a secret to becoming profitable. I promise you. No order block, no fair value gap, no break and retest, no head and shoulders pattern, none of that is going to make you profitable. What makes you profitable is you being disciplined and consistent and ensuring that you have a good risk to reward management. For every one trade, you're making 3, 4, 5. Sometimes even 10 if it presents itself. But it have to present itself. You get me? So just do that. Just focus on that, guys, and I promise you, you're going to be good at trading. I promise you, you're going to be successful at trading. And a lot of these gurus are not going to tell you that because they want your money. They're not going to tell you that the secret is actually your win rate, your risk to reward. They're not going to tell you that the secret is actually sticking to the plan. They're going to show you their strategy. And they're going to tell you that, once you do this, you're going to win. No, it also depends on you. You have to have the right psychology, the right mindset to win. There's no holy grail strategy. Every strategy works. Just think of any strategy. Every trader has a different way how they trade. Every trader has their own strategy. Why do you think one trader has a better strategy than the next one? So when I come on here, I teach my strategy. If you want to take my strategy, and my thing is I don't want to take my strategy and do the exact same thing that I do. I want to take my strategy, take something from other traders' strategy, and do something and put it in a way that you feel more comfortable. And when you feel comfortable, you execute that strategy that you created over and over and over and over and over again, relentlessly, every single day. Every single opportunity, you only trade when you see this particular thing happen. When the candle reach this, when the candle does that, you only trade when this happens. And I guarantee you, that is when you make money from trading. That is when you make money from trading. There's no candlestick pattern. There's no fair value gap pattern. There's none of that. All that is good, don't get me wrong. All that is good because it helps you to understand technical analysis. But it doesn't make you a profitable trader. What makes you a profitable trader is discipline, consistency, and a good risk to reward management. All right? I feel like I'm chatting out enough now. Now come go about my business. All right? So, big up on yourself, peeps. Big up on yourself, peeps. I appreciate you guys chilling with me. It's been fun. Had a good trade on GBP USD. Let's see what the other, second last look on the other pairs to see what's happening. GJ is still not moving. Gold is rejecting from this order block. Never really a pre-NAS. GU still not moving. UJ still nothing yet, so no, nothing more in the scope right now. So big up on yourself, guys. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Please remember to click the thumbs up button. Please remember to click the notification bell so you know whenever I go live. Please to follow me on Learn to Trade JA on Instagram and on TikTok. Please give my TikTok page some love. Learn to Trade JA on TikTok and on Instagram. Learn to Trade JA on YouTube. Please to like this video. Go and watch other videos and learn some more. And I'll see you guys on the next one. So until next time, peace.